Boaz. Once a terrible famine hit Israel. A man, his wife, Naomi, and 2 children left Bethlehem and went to live in the city of Moab. Later, the man died. Naomi had 2 sons who married Moabite women. But both her sons also died. Naomi longed to go back to Israel. One day, her daughter-in-law Ruth said to her, "I cannot see you sad anymore. I want to live in your country with you." So the 2 women came to Bethlehem. They lived near a land owned by her late husband's relative, Boaz. Every day, Ruth would go to the village and take the leftover stalks of corn to feed her mother-in-law and herself. Boaz was impressed to see a young woman working so hard. He arranged for his farm to leave extra stalks of corn for her. In time, Boaz married Ruth. They had a son named Obed. He was to be the grandfather of David. Samuel. A woman named Hannah wanted to have a baby. She prayed to God that she would give her son to the temple to serve God if she did have a son. Her prayers were answered, and she named her son Samuel. When the son was old enough, she took him to the temple. From that day, her son lived in the temple with Eli the priest. One night, Samuel heard someone calling his name. He thought it was Eli, so he asked, "Eli, did you call me?" "No," Eli replied. But the voice kept calling Samuel. When Samuel went to Eli a 3rd time, Eli understood what was happening. He said, "God is calling you, not me. When you hear the voice again, say, 'Speak, Lord, your servant is listening.'" Samuel did as he was told. And from that day on, God spoke to him. He became God's messenger. Samuel and Saul. There came a time when the Israelites had to face the Philistines. The Philistines wanted to take over the promised land. The Israelites decided to anoint a king to lead them into the battle. So they asked Samuel to find a suitable king. Samuel chose a handsome man called Saul and consecrated him to the service of God. Initially, Saul proved to be a fine king. He built a powerful army. They fought well against the Philistines. But as time passed, he became arrogant. He spoke against God and disobeyed Samuel. One day, he performed a sacrifice which Samuel was to perform. God became angry, and so did Samuel. "You have rejected the word of God, and God has rejected you as the king," Samuel said to Saul. Though Saul was sorry, yet it was too late. Samuel decided to search for a new king for the Israelites. David. God wanted Samuel to choose another king after Saul. So, he told Samuel to fill his horn with holy oil and go to Bethlehem and visit a farmer called Jesse. God had chosen one of his sons to become the next king of Israel. So Samuel went to Bethlehem. He held a feast in honor of God. Jesse and his sons also came. One by one they introduced themselves. But Samuel did not find the one. "Are these all your sons?" Samuel asked Jesse. "No, my youngest son David is looking after the sheep." Samuel quickly sent for David. When David arrived, Samuel said to him, "One day you will be the king of Israel. God has plans for you." Saying this, he anointed David with the holy oil in front of his brothers. And from that day on, the Spirit of the God was with him.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.